So the Empyrean Drydock is here in Warframe, and in this video I'm going to hopefully help guide you through the whole process of building your own personal Sigma Railjack. So feel free to share this around to help your friends and clanmates out alike. Welcome on in, you beautiful feckers. How you all doing? Now, first of all, this video is sponsored by Digital Extremes, so a huge thank you to them for allowing me to do this. They also gave me a little bit of a booster by giving me some of the new resources to speed things along for the purpose of making this video. Now, for your Railjack, to start things off, first you need to have completed the second dream quest. None of this can be touched until that quest is done. Then you need to build your clan's Drydock. You're going to need to find a big enough space in your clan because it is a massive room, the biggest room in the dojo so far, I think. This is it on the map. The big boy room. So once you've found a big enough space, you can start building it. Now, if it's already built in your clan, which mine was when I logged in, simply make your way over to the research terminal in your Drydock over on the right hand side and research Cephalon Psi, who is your Railjack pilot. Then replicate the blueprint and make your way back to your ship, your orbiter, and build Cephalon Psi in your foundry. So basically, build your Drydock, research Cephalon Psi, replicate his blueprint, go back to your orbiter and then build him. When you have Psi built, he will then give you the Rising Tide questline in the mail. Just simply go into the codex and begin the quest. This starts with you installing Psi back in your Drydock. Once you have him installed, he will then send you out on a series of missions to gather all of the parts needed for your own personal Railjack. Now, there are 6 parts in total for your Railjack that you need to gather. Each part will require you to run a mission in order to get it. The fuselage mission was a simple enough kind of defense mission with some sentient Vomvelist interaction, so maybe other missions will have other sentients showing up as well, only time will tell. But once you start collecting these Railjack parts, it will take 12 hours to completely repair them. So that's 72 hours in total before your Railjack can be fully completed. And once it is built, you will be able to board it, customize it, and of course check it all out, and eventually fly it later on in a different update. Right now, it's just the preparation phase. But for those 6 parts for your Railjack, you will need a lot of credits and of course resources. So you might need to get a head start on some of those, and that's the purpose of this video. First up, Cephalon Psi will send you to locate the fuselage of your Railjack. Then it is a 12-hour wait to repair it. Next will be the propulsion, then the port nacelle, then the starboard nacelle, and then the tail section, and finally the engine cowling. Each one of these items, like I said, takes 12 hours to repair and cannot be skipped. This list was given to me by Digital Extremes ahead of the update, and it is a list full of all of the resources that you're going to need in order to build each of these parts. 6 million credits in total. Argon crystals, neurodes, field drawn samples, and so on. Resources that we all know about and have a good idea of where to go in order to farm as many of them as possible. But there is also 4 new resources: Kubik Diodes, Rynx, carbides, and pustules. Kubik Diodes can be farmed on the shipyard tileset on Ceres by killing Eximus units which have a chance to drop them. Now, I found Semini on Ceres to be the best because it is a dark sector with a 35% resource drop rate booster active on it. But you could do an invasion if you need field runs or other resources which you will need later on for some of the other parts. Carbides will drop off Eximus units on the Ice Planet tileset on Europa. Again, a dark sector infested defense mission called Railjack on Europa is perfect for this because it has a 25% resource drop rate booster as well. One run on each of these infested kind of dark sector defense missions should be enough for you to get all of the parts you need of the new resources. Just go in a squad because there will be more enemies spawning. It's infested, which is really easy right now with the melee changes, so stay for 20 or 30 waves or however long you need to get all of the parts required. Now, the pustules and the Rynx are both mining resources from the plains of Eidolon and Orb Vallis. Pustules can be found by mining out on the plains, and the Rynx can be found by mining in Orb Vallis. Again, one run of mining should get you pretty close to what you need. If not, then don't worry, you have a few days before you need to build all of your full Railjack parts anyway, and right now we can't fly them either, so there's no rush whatsoever. Just take your time and don't burn yourself out more than anything. So that's the 6 parts and all of the resources and of course credits that you're going to need in order to fully build your Railjack. Like I said, it's going to take 72 hours in total, 12 hours for each of those parts, and you're going to have to run a different mission with Cephalon Psi telling you where to go and what to do in order to gather all of those 6 parts. And the fact that you now have a list of all of the resources required, hopefully that can let you get a bit of a head start and gather all of those resources before you need to go and do those other missions later on for like the engine, and that's the last items you're going to need to build. Let me know what you think of all of the stuff that came with the latest update with Railjack. Hopefully this video will have helped you out as much as possible. Do me a huge favour and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Share it around to make sure your friends and your clanmates know what kind of resources they are going to need. Subscribe for more Warframe, and as always, thanks very much for watching.
Translating in 3, 2, 1. Grab something.